Please welcome Adrian on stage. Woo! With that being said, Leonard, I'm going to switch
Thank you, Eileen.
We're going to see you again in a few minutes, of course.
Should I come up? All right.
Yes, of course. Please join me on stage here. I mean, first up, Eileen already talked about it. You did a triathlon. Tell me, what was the worst and the best part? Like the swimming, the bicycle, and the running? What did you...
The finish was the best, I guess.
The finish was the best part, of course. But what did you like the most?
So, yeah, the triathlon I just did because a friend of mine originally, actually also a combined friend of Eileen and me, told me once, like, yeah, let's do a triathlon together. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I thought it's a joke until I realized he actually signed us up. And so then I still had like a month to practice for it. And so somehow I got this way into the triathlon game, but just for those competitions. So I hate swimming, so that's good that it's the first part, because then it's done. And then like riding the bike is nice, and then like yeah, running in the end is just like maintaining. So.
For sure. I mean, Eileen did a really, really great job in swimming and bicycle, so I can say that. But I can definitely agree in those terms, what you said. If you're running, then you just want to go to the finish line. But with that being said, of course, Adrian is here not to talk about the triathlon, but instead talk about different topics. So in 2020, we decided to name our product The Job Shop. And we compare recruiting to sales on a monthly basis, and we challenge our customers to think their career sites like online shops. And now we want to use this opportunity to think about that, but do they really, or do we have really a point in that? And of course, we have Eileen already talked about it. We have the first time that an expert is here who can challenge us on that, and that's by the way, the reason that we have a slight delay today, because Robin and Adrian already talked about it on the podcast. But with that being said, Eileen talked about it. Adrian is from the company Tante-e. Does any one of you know what tante-e is?
Would surprise me, actually. Oh, yeah. Perfect, we have one.
So we have Leonard here. Of course, we have Lars in the back. Sasha, if I ask you, what do you think tante-e is?
There was like a company in Germany. Yeah, there's like a company in Germany. I think it's in Müngersdorf. It's a company from Rewe. They also sell organic food, but I don't think that is it.
Adrian, is that tante-e? Is that what you guys are doing?
Organic food from Müngersdorf? No, unfortunately not. There's actually like also like the only reason why we got a lawyer, actually we needed once a lawyer, and it's super hard to get a lawyer as like a small company. There's apparently a company out there that's called tante-e. I think it's like the renewable kind of part of like actually Rheinenergie. And so they thought, or the secretary thought, it's like, we are tante-e. That was the only reason why actually the lawyer called us back. All the others didn't call us back. And so he was like a little bit upset once he realized, no, not tante-e, but tante-e. And then he was somehow stuck, and now we at least have a lawyer. So like, yeah, tante-e doesn't sell organic food. We also have nothing to do with like electricity or anything, but we actually help merchants to set up online shops, to optimize online shops, and to help them to maintain them, basically, right? So like they don't buy only once, but ideally come back and buy a second, third, and fourth time, and so on.
Mm-hmm. So really an expert on online shops, exactly that, what we like to compare to our job shops. Maybe a quick detail inside of your journey when building shops. What was your biggest fuck up in a shop that you've built? Share with us.
I mean, there are a lot of fuck ups probably happening on a daily basis almost. So, but the most recent one, I guess, was actually one for sushi bikes. I don't know if you know them from like so like electronic or e-bikes basically, right? So they usually cost around like or some of them by now cost around like 2,000 euros. And so usually when we build online shops, like there's sometimes something related to the checkout, right? The moment where like people enter the address and like the payment and so on. So if we do something there, we need to test it, and so we have like a testing team. And for this we have like test products, and so usually we set up this test product, and it's just activated for this part. It's usually not possible to be found on the shop and so on, but somehow some people found it and they shared it in some WhatsApp groups or whatever. And the problem is that this is like we just did like a duplicate of the product, and then like it was priced for €2, and so we had actually like within 30 minutes like 40 people buying like those €2 e-bikes, and so this is like the current fuck up basically we're dealing with.
So if this ever happens again, I would be glad.
I'll
to
let
get the
you
link.
know. Yeah,
this would
for
be
sure.
would be great. Perfect.